Hi Gemini, welcome to your July 2025 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. So I have split these now. I did poll, I did ask the question, so don't complain if you didn't if you didn't answer the poll, because majority always wins. That being said, if you want to know whether you should watch these for your sun, moon, or rising sign, obviously I would love it if you watched all three. However, tarot does tend to favor the sun sign. So if you're only going to watch one of these, make sure it's for your sun sign, because it's going to be that much more accurate for you on that day-to-day level. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, like peace, prosperity, and abundance. And peace, prosperity, and abundance, and I truly hope that these help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to pop these to the side. This will be for the bulk of your read. I'm going to give these a good shuffle, and we're going to get straight in. So for your first card out, your actions and options over the course of July, you have Ooh, okay, says while he's throwing them all over the place. For your actions and options, you've got the strength card, right? So this month, my dear Geminis, it really is about going for it with everything that you desire, with everything that you require, with everything that you really are invested in at a heart-based level. I don't care what's happening in the world. What I care about is that you action whatever part of your path you feel deeply, emotionally, full fucking body, yes, emotive about, right? You have to start this month. And if you've been with me long enough, you know I'm not one of these people that's like, you should do this, you better do that, whatever. This, I'm telling you, I don't care what else is going on in the world. I don't care how crazy things are. You have to go for it. This is one of those moments, because the reason I say this is because the strength card is the strength card. It has many meanings. But in my gut right now, I feel this for you. Whatever this is that you're meant to action, and obviously, don't forget Mercury, your ruling planet, is going to retrograde this month. So that's something to keep in mind. But whatever it is, and do you know what's really funny? Is Mercury's retrograding in the sign of Leo. And look, right, it's the strength card. Whatever it is that in your heart of hearts, you've thought about it enough. You know this thing inside and out. It's time to fucking go, right? It's time to press the go button. Stop waiting, right? It's time to get started. And yes, okay, you can't launch in a Mercury retrograde, but you better make damn sure that you are ready when he goes direct, okay? Now, when it comes to the options that are available to you, there's a chance for you to demonstrate your skill here. This month, there's a chance for you to really get ahead by demonstrating why it is you, what is your expertise. And this is not about bragging or talking about what you do. It's about walking the talk. It's about showing up on that practical level where people can see, like, okay, you talk a good game, but this is about having to walk a good game. All right. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the 9 of Wands. Really and truthfully, the deepest message that I could give you here is own your path. Own your path, right? While you're walking your talk and you're showing people why it is you, own your vulnerability. Own the part of your story that's been hard. Own the part of the journey that you're on right now that has actually facilitated the change. Because the truth is, and I'm just going to call a spade here, everyone likes to talk about the result and the reward and the success and all the rest of it. What a lot of people don't talk about is how hard it was to get to that point. The stuff that really built the character that they turn into while getting that success, right? This month you're being asked and encouraged to really speak up, to stand up and be counted, not as some picture perfect person who succeeded, but as somebody who had moments and days of vulnerability. as somebody who had moments and days of doubt, as somebody who has come and overcome some of the hard stuff in life, right? The quality of conversation this month is really talking about the journey that you've traveled to get to where you are. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, you've got this with the Strength card. If there's something that you are struggling with, or something that you did struggle with in your previous year of study, let's say you're on a degree program or something along those lines, whatever you are struggling with, you got to speak up about it, because that's the way that you're going to improve, right? This is one of those times where, and I'm going to say this to you because I say it all the time to my students, no questions, no answers. Right? If you don't ask me anything, I can't give you an answer. And more importantly, there's no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid questions there are in the world are the ones that you never ask. Otherwise, how are you going to learn? That's why people hate me when I take their courses. I ask a million questions because that's how I learn, right? When it comes to, they don't really. I've been very, very blessed with my teachers, by the way. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, there's an idea that you have, there's a direction that you want something in your work to go, and you are being encouraged to ask about it, to speak up about it, to suggest it. Because if you don't, again, maybe in the past you've been ridiculed, maybe you've been ignored, maybe, maybe, whatever it is, this isn't now. You've got a fire in your belly for something, and it's high time that you start sharing that with people. And when it comes to your work, maybe it's met with skeptical, or whatever. But you can't let the past happenings or experiences get in the way of what could be now. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I really like this for you. I like it because there's you acknowledging how hard the path has been. I don't like it because you've had a hard path. I like it because you're finally acknowledging it, and not from like the Gemini, I'll just giggle it away. You're acknowledging this as a real factor, and it becomes fuel. And what this is going to do for you this month is to attract and align the kind of people, places, body, opportunities, etc. that can actually help you get ahead. Right? I'm here for that. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, whatever your body is telling you that it needs this month, follow it. Right? Now, I'm not saying, because, my body often tells me that it needs a bar of chocolate. Do you though? Could you probably have some yogurt and some berries, Raf? Probably. Right? So, obviously be discerning and smart about it, but really and truthfully, what I'm getting at is, for those of you that are retired, for those of you that are around that age, there appears to be some form of deficiency this month. And so I want you to be really conscious of this. Now, obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. So go and check with your healthcare professional. But there's some kind of deficiency in the body this month. So I want you to go and have a look at that. For your communications and, for your love and relations, you've got the Devil card. I like this for those of you that are partnered, because the conversation shifts this month to what maybe you as a couple have been doing too much of. Maybe you've been sitting on the sofa and ignoring each other for 3 or 4 hours a night while you both play on your phones while the TV is on. That is not healthy, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never done it. I'm not going to say it's not a part of everybody's experience. But if every single day looks like that, it's no wonder the relationship is coming up as the Devil card, right? If you are partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, if there's something lacking in that relationship for you, this is the month to speak up. Otherwise, the rut just continues. If you're single and you're looking to mingle, just be aware that we all have baggage, we all have demons. You just need to make sure that yours play nicely with the other person's. And the only way that you're really going to be able to do that is A, by being really honest and vocal about what yours are, and B, demanding that they are open and honest about what theirs are. Not for control purposes, but so that you can make an informed decision, right? If someone comes to, like, I'll give you an example. If I started dating a guy and he said to me, look, Raf, I've been to prison, right? Well, first of all, I want to know what you've been to prison for, right? Because as hard as it might be to hear certain things or to hear that and say, like, I'm not going to judge that person, but I want to know what it was for. I want to make an informed decision about whether I can look beyond that to the person that you're telling me that you are now, right? I'm not going to judge you on your past, because the fact that you've been released from prison means that you've paid your dues, right? Or it should do. So I'm not going to hold that against you, but it depends what you tell me you've been for and whether my stuff, my history, my experience is able to accept that and say, okay, that's a possibility. Because the truth of the matter is, it's a possibility that this thing could come up again. And so I need to make a decision. I need to make an informed decision, right, about whether I'm going to engage in that. And if it comes up again, how am I going to cope with that? Soapbox moment over. For your money and materials, you have the World card. Love this for money. And I will say it's going to be through communities, through group endeavors or connections that you're likely to have that cash boost this month. I will also say whatever longer term plans you are enacting, setting into motion, as long as you are aware that this is a long game, go ahead with it, right? Because the money, I mean, yes, it will be good in the short term, but really the money here comes in the long term. This is where you really maximize on the resource gathering. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, certainly when it comes to, and this is interesting because obviously you had the message about the deficiency. So for all of you, I would like you to go and have your bones checked for things like osteoporosis, low calcium. There's another one, but I can't remember what it is. But like it shows up as like if you've got a deficiency in this, like you end up having like problems with your bones, etc. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can't give you medical advice. This is not a diagnosis. What I'm saying is there is a potential possibility that underlying this, there might be a deficiency that is causing or may cause eventually a problem with your bones and or the cartilage in your knees. All right. Now, that being said, if you are not on my mailing list, what are you doing? You're not getting my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday emails. And if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. I offer a 60-minute session on Zoom where we literally do it over the airways, or you can get a recorded video. It's like this that you see on YouTube, but much deeper. Right, they're like an hour long, so it's a lot more depth, a lot more, and it's personal, right? It's all specific to you. Finally, when it comes to your home and environment, this is you finding your space, right? Finding your community. Whether that's a move or not is a completely different story, but there's something about the community that you are in or a part of that now becomes solid in some way, shape or form. All right, so for your key to the month this month, you have the Justice card, so new contracts, new commitments that are coming in. And in all of these different areas, it's quite possible that you're looking for the fairest way to continue, all right? The fairest way to move forward and maybe looking for more fairness and equality in some regard. Finally, when it comes to your Human Design Oracle deck, you've got the Gate 53 and Opening. I love this card because it's such a big opportunity card. And what I mean by this is, yes, it could bring a big opportunity, but it usually is a big opportunity energy, meaning that there could be multiple opportunities that find you, that open up in your world over the course of July. This could be a fantastic month for you. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.